everyone. So I'm not joking, I just turned my fan off and my room is so hot. We're in a heat wave at the moment, and let me just show you the temperature just on Snapchat. Like, Snapchat isn't the like weather forecast, but that gives you a pretty good idea. It's 31 degrees. In England, we don't know how to cope with 31 degrees. We cope with like 20 degrees at most without melting. Like, we frazzle at 25. When it gets up to 30, 35, that's where we don't work. And with that being said, that inspired me to create a video about what it's like to be British. Because I've done growing up British and the kind of traditions that we had at primary school. But what about actually being a British citizen? Well, that's what you clicked on this video to find out. So let's get on with the video. If I'm sweating, by the way, it's because I can't deal with the heat myself. Worrying you've accidentally packed 3 kilos of cocaine in a dead ass goat as you stroll through with nothing to declare. Yeah, in airport, I don't know what I'm doing really. I just kind of walk through and I'm like, being unable to stand and leave without first saying right. So literally whenever I get up, I'm like, right. Like, that's just British. You have to say it, otherwise it's just unpolite. Saying anywhere here is fine when the taxi's directly out your front door. True. Being sure to start touching your bag 15 minutes before your station so the person in the aisle seat is fully prepared for your exit. I do this all the time. Like, literally the last train I was on, I was like, oh. Because normally I'm quite lucky and I put my bag next to my seat and people just know like I'm a teenager. But if there's other seats, then you just don't sit next to me. They seemingly decided they did not know the social conventions of being British. There were seats around the whole carriage, but they chose to sit next to me. Okay, so I had to like grab my bag, and then like 5 minutes before I was like, and you know when you can't speak and you're like, excuse me, but I was like, excuse me? Like, my voice just wasn't working. Repeatedly pressing the door button on the train before it's illuminated to assure your fellow commuters you have the situation in hand. Literally, as you're going for the train, it's like you have to get off the train. Otherwise, some rude ass guy comes over and they're like, bloop. They like come over your shoulder as if to say like, you're a peasant, you don't know how to press the door button. Bloop. Having someone sit next to you on the train meaning you'll have to eat your crisps at home. Like, just people sitting next to me. I hate it when people sit next to me on the train. Like, just sit somewhere else. If there's noticeably other seats that are like double seats, why are you sitting next to me? The huge sense of relief after your perfectly valid train ticket is accepted by the inspector. Okay, this one's so true. Like, I always buy a train ticket just because the thought of like an inspector coming and me not having a ticket, like the fine, it's not worth it. But oh my god, I have like a mini panic attack every time I see the inspector. I'm like, what if he thinks my train ticket isn't valid? Like, I don't have any money, what am I gonna do? Like, the funny thing is I'm not even using a studio light and I'm sweating. I dread to think what would happen if I had my softbox right now. Look. The horror of someone you only half know saying, oh, I'm getting that train too. Yeah, because you gotta sit there for like 4 hours listening to them and it's like awkward. Like, what do you do? Do you sit next to them? Do you leave it like, sorry, is anyone sitting here? Which is translation for, unless this person looks remotely like a bag, you have to move it. That's the thing, I always put my bag next to me so then people can't sit next to me, but then you have those rude people. Loudly tapping your fingers at the cash point, assuring the queue that you've asked for money and the wait is out of your hand. When the cash point queue is like 10 people long, like, you just do, like, it's just habitual. Like, you just kind of tap away and you're like, there's nothing I can really do here. I'm not an imbecile. Looking away so violently as someone nearby enters their pin that you accidentally dislocate your neck. This is so true. Like, as soon as anyone starts, like, even if you hear the beep, everyone's like, I'm not kidding, like, that's not even anything. Like, people move their necks so fast. Waiting for permission to leave after paying for something with the exact change. Literally, I'll pay for something that's like 42p and I'll hand the 42p, but I'll wait for them to like count it out and I'm like, can you hurry up? Like, what if it's the wrong change? Like, how embarrassing is that? Like, you've handed the exact change and it's wrong. Saying hello to a friend in a supermarket, then creeping around like a burglar to avoid seeing them again. Yeah, that's a bit awkward. Like, you say hello, you say hello, you like walk around, then you see them again, and it's like hi, and then you just like keep going around. Like a supermarket, you just follow aisles. Watching with quiet sorrow as you receive a different haircut to the one you requested. May I just point out my bald spot? Good one, Angelique. Being unable to pay for something with the exact change without saying, I think this is right. Yeah, literally, like, you have to hand over the change, say, I think this is right, you have to wait, then they approve, then you can walk off. Like, that's just the procedure in Britain. Overtaking someone on foot and having to keep up the uncomfortably fast pace until safely over the horizon. Okay, I always just walking to school, like, I'll see like some year 7 walking along and then I have to like overtake them, but then they start walking quickly and I'm like, for fuck's sake, like, I have to walk even quicker now. So I walk, like, speed walk up the hill and there's like, they're following me. I'm like, oh my god. The worst is when they overtake you again and then it's just a constant like battle of like overtaking. Being unable to turn and walk in the opposite direction without first taking out your phone and frowning at it. Okay, I do this all the time. I'm always walking in the wrong direction, then I'm like, ooh, and then I turn around. Like, it's just, I'm so lost without my phone, like I don't know how to turn around without it. That's such a sad thing to say. Deeming it necessary to do a little jog over the zebra crossings without throwing an apologetic wave. Like, whenever I walk over zebra crossings, I'm like, you just do when you're British. Like, you just kind of like, because they've halted their car at a stop which is meant for pedestrians to cross. I don't get it. We just thank people a lot in Britain. Am I showing up as sweaty? Yes, I am. Oh my god. Punishing people who don't say thank you by saying you're welcome as quietly as possible. Honestly, when I'm driving along and someone doesn't say thank you, I'm like, thank you, like in my car. But when I hold like a door open for someone, I'm like, thank you, like it just, it fucks me off. Realising you've got about 50 grams worth of plastic bags under your kitchen sink. Honestly true though. You'll have to excuse the mess. Really means you've spent like 7 hours tidying the house and you just want them to like acknowledge that you've got a tidy house. Indicating that you want the last potato by trying to force it to everyone else. Honestly, I do this every single roast. But honestly, I'll like shove it onto their plates and I'll be like, you have it, you have it. And they're like, no. And I'm like, okay, I'll have it. Like, if you insist. Mishearing someone's name on the second time of asking, meaning you must now avoid them forever. Okay, this is so true. Like the amount of people that I don't know the names of, like so many of mum's friends I don't know, but they know who I am. I'm like, hi, how are you? And then I just kind of have to like carry on. And also working in dry cleaners, I have people that know who I am, but I don't know who they are, and I'm like, I don't know. Leaving it too late to correct someone, meaning you must now live with your new name forever. Okay, I don't have to deal with this one too much because I'm Ben. Like, you can't really go wrong with Ben. But I know a lot of friends, like, their names go wrong. Like, even my grandparents sometimes, like, call other people different names, and I'm like, oh my god. Running out of ways to say thanks after a succession of doors are held over you. Having already deployed cheers, ta, and nice one. Like, honestly, you can't walk through, because obviously everyone says thank you in Britain, like, for everything. When there's, like, 4 doors in a row, you run out of things to say. You're like, cheers, ta, thank you. Changing from kind regards to just regards to indicate that you're rapidly reaching the end of your tether. Okay, this is just me. Whenever I start writing, like, an angry email, I always start it with, like, kind regards, and then when they reply with something like sassy back, I'm like, okay, regards, Ben. Like, honestly, with like companies and like other like formal things, obviously I don't end text with like regards Ben to like my friends, but like with other things, what are you doing? Staring at your phone in silent horror until the unknown number stops ringing. Okay, this is just me though, I never answer my phone. Hearing a recording of your own voice and deciding it's probably best never to speak again. Okay, I can guarantee this will be me in about 10 minutes. Like, I can't edit for long periods of time. Like, I hate the sound of my own voice. I hate my laugh. Like, I hate my voice. The relief when someone doesn't answer their phone within 3 rings and you can hang up. Okay, this one's me. Like, at work, when I have to ring customer, I'm like, ring, and I'm like, thank the Lord, like, I can hang up now. I literally like time the rings. I'm like, ugh, I hate speaking to people on the phone. Like, I'll do it if I have to, and like, if I want to chat with someone, but when it's something actually important, I'd much rather just text. Like, it's just easier. And finally, filming an entire fireworks display on a phone, knowing full well you'll never, ever watch it again. Okay, I literally deleted, like, yesterday, I deleted my fireworks things from November, but honestly, every year I'm like, and I watch the whole thing from my phone. Like, oh yeah, I can insert this like somewhere edgy or whatever. Never gets used. Probably take one screenshot from it, post it on Instagram. Like, I would be much better just watching it. Like, so offensive when it doesn't even get that many likes. Like, no. Anyway, that was it for this video. I'm actually quite thankful for once. Like, I always enjoy filming, but this one, oh my god, I am sweating. If you enjoyed, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and comment down below what you'd like to see. I'm back on the YouTube game. I'm trying to stay consistent, if you can tell. Well, hopefully you can. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time with another video. Hopefully a less sweaty one when it isn't 32 degrees and melting. Bye!